As humans, we're the only known beings in existence that have an understanding of our mental and our physical understanding and control. As a child, we are known to not have any worries in the world, as we are just developing our nature, behavior, and social justice. Over 10% of the world's population suffer from depression, anxiety, or some sort of suicidal thoughts. But most of the time, people never get help because they feel like a burden, or it's too expensive, or they just don't feel like actually bothering people. Sometimes depression and anxiety can be invisible, not visible to others, not seeing the symptoms, telling people just get over it, cheer up, or stuff like that. That doesn't really help. Sometimes people with suicidal thoughts and the attempters must overcome intense emotional distress when trying to commit the final act. But at the same time, I believe that we could all help each other. What is up, you guys? Nintito 91 here, and welcome back to the channel where we discuss video games and unlock your gaming potential. But today, we're gonna have a special video, and this video is from my 100 subscriber mark because I feel like it could help a lot of people. I said that before, but yeah, I just really wanted to share my experiences with you because as a viewer, I want you to know that I'm very open with things. I'm not scared to talk about anything that affects me, like depression, anxiety, or mental health problems. So yeah, I'm just gonna share my experiences with depression, anxiety, and stuff like that that I dealt with it through a course of my life. So I just want to share my experiences, how video games actually helped me save me from depression and anxiety, and they actually helped me overcome a lot of things throughout my whole life. See, whenever I was younger, I saw video games as a way to escape, as we all do. But not only that, some games actually help social interactions, just like Mario Party or Mario Kart or anything like that. It actually did help with social interactions, and it's very important to me to have that kind of stuff because whenever I had my friends come over and stuff like that, it was awesome just being around them. It just made everything feel better during that time. Anyways, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I'm gonna go ahead and get with my story and my experiences of what happened to me. I was like 5 years old. I remember going into the bathroom and I got a Q-tip, and I managed to puncture my eardrum on my left ear. So I wasn't able to hear out of my left ear for like basically my whole life up to like 20 something, 27, 26. And then about 3 years ago, I went to the hospital one day because I was having some kind of weird symptoms with my hearing. Like my right ear was going deaf. Everything sounded muffled. Whenever it was muffled, I was really scared that my hearing was actually gonna be gone. I went to the doctor. The doctor told me that I had some fluid buildup behind my right eardrum, and it caused my hearing to go from 95% to 20%. So at that point, I had 20% hearing, and it was a very hard time for me. So as the weeks went on with me being like that at 20% hearing, I started developing depression because I feel like I was useless. I felt like I couldn't be of help anybody. I went to work and I could hardly have conversations with anybody. I would just do my job and basically go home. And even my bosses told me that it was unsafe for me to work because I couldn't hear properly. So they sent me home, and I went to the doctor and stuff like that, and they told me we could try hearing aids. So I tried hearing aids, and they didn't exactly work out. They actually made it worse, to be honest. After that, the doctor said, well, there's only one more option you could do. The next option is to have surgery, get a cochlear implant. And the cochlear implant is a thing that, it's like a metal plate that goes above your head, or like on your head right here where I'm pointing at. And you have a processor that connects to it. And that's kind of like your microphone, and it picks up just like a normal ear. Anyway, I decided to get the surgery after that through my job's insurance, and surgery went well, but there was a period where I couldn't hear for 2 months. And during those 2 months, all I did was basically sit in my room, play video games, and be on the internet most of the time. So this is where video games come in. Video games are actually an escape from the world where we just go and feel like we're accomplishing something, whether it's small, big, or anything that you feel like you're failing. You fail, but you can always retry again. Now you're probably wondering too, well, we can do that in real life too. We can fall, get back up, fail, and succeed. But for many people, video games are a way to express themselves. Video games are a way to escape reality. Yes, you want to face reality head on too, but with video games, I feel like it's a whole different thing and a whole different way where people can actually feel something else. Sometimes the real world is very unpredictable. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what people's intentions are. People can be very unpredictable. But in a video game, you actually feel a linear passage sometimes. You know what to expect from enemies and whatever the case may be. But yes, I digress. Before I go on with what happened, what I did after I couldn't hear for a while, I want to show you what I used to hear. And this is my processor to connect to my cochlear implant right here. Right here. This is the microphone right here. This is how you turn it on. This is the plug-in where you connect to my head. And that's what I used to listen. That's what I used to hear. But without it, I'm completely deaf. And to a lot of people, that might be scary. And in fact, it is pretty scary because you can't hear a thing. So yeah, when I go ahead and put it back on, as I'm doing now, it's just like normal. Like, I'm back to normal. Like, I can hear. They actually activated it. At first, they said it was going to sound a little weird. Everything did sound different. But yeah, they activated it. And when I went home, I tried listening, to stuff, and it didn't sound the same. So it was pretty depressing, to be honest. Yeah, whenever that happened, after a few days, I still felt sad. I still felt like it wasn't the same for me. Everything sounded pretty bad at first, and I had such high expectations to feel like I can hear again, like how I used to, and get back to normal, how I used to be, very positive and stuff like that. So yeah, after a few days, after I turned on the TV, it sounded horrible, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it was very, very hard for me. I actually broke down really, really bad. I broke down and cried a lot, and I have no shame in saying that because, like I said, I want to share my experience with you. But yeah, I went through that hard time. After 2 months of not hearing, coming back, and expecting so much from that, I fell into deep depression and anxiety. I felt like everybody was talking about me and I couldn't understand. I felt like I had so many voices in my head, and it was actually driving me crazy. But whenever I went back to the doctor, they went ahead and mapped my processor. So they went ahead and made it sound better. So throughout that time, I was slowly climbing back up to where, yeah, I'm gonna be okay. I'm gonna be okay. I got my family to support me right now, and I had my fiance at the time supporting me. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it was a very hard journey for me. As I go back to what actually made me want to make this video and what made me want to start this channel, video games were a big reason too. Video games made me escape reality because I easily could have fell into deep depression. I could have been very suicidal and harmed myself, but video games are what kept my mind out of it. Games like Mario Superstar Saga on the Game Boy, Legend of Zelda, anything PlayStation, Xbox. I literally spent those 2 months just grinding it out on video games. And they literally saved my life because I could have easily just fell into deep depression throughout that time. And, I'm very thankful for it. And I'm just here to tell you guys, anything that happens to you, anything dramatic, just like something happened to me, like where something was out of your control, it just kind of happened out of nowhere, don't let it set you back. You can do anything you want in life, and this is exactly why I started this channel. I started this channel so I can go ahead and talk to you guys, talk to anybody out there that needs help. I'm not a psychologist or anything like that. I'm not good with that kind of stuff, but I am good at encouraging people to do what they do. Just be yourself, you guys. Just do what you need to do for yourself, for your family, if that's the case. But I'm here to tell you that you can rise up and do anything that your mind tells you that you can do. Also guys, if there's anybody out there struggling with this type of stuff like depression, anxiety, PTSD, or anything like that, go ahead and talk to me. You can find my social media links down below and reach out to me, and I respond to all my messages. I respond to all my comments on the YouTube comments and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely hit me up. I strongly encourage you to reach out to your friends too. You never know what people are dealing with nowadays. Also, some good news on this video. We have reached 100 subscribers. So if you see your name right here somewhere in the corner, that means that you have won the $25 eShop card giveaway. So if you won, you have 1 week to reach out to me. That way you can redeem it. If not, then the next winner will come up and they will have a chance to redeem it after that. Hey guys, I just want to say thank you for taking the time to listen to this video and listening to my story. I deeply appreciate it. It means the world to me, and hopefully somebody out there can relate or has a similar story or can just simply find some value in this video. But yeah, you guys, comment down below if there's a video game that helped you through any dark times or made you just feel happy for a certain period of time. Go ahead and comment down below. I would love to hear your answers. With that said, you guys, I deeply appreciate you checking out this video. Go ahead and like this video if you enjoyed it or found value in it. Comment down below your video game of choice that helped you through a dark time. Go ahead and subscribe to join the Nintito team and hit the notification bell to join the Noti gang as well. So with that said, you guys, I love you all. I love all of you that have checked out my channel, and we've reached 100 subscribers, and hopefully here's to 1,000. So that's the next road, that's the next milestone. And yeah, I love all you guys, and I'll see you on the next one.